So here's a question. Have you ever hesitated before pulling out a book in public? Not because you weren't in the mood to read so much, but more because you were worried about how it might look. Welcome to the quiet bookish rebellion of 2025, aka reading in public. There's this growing idea spurred on by a few recent articles that some books are now more fashion statement than they are fiction. And that if you're reading, for instance, Infinite Jest in a cafe or Ulysses on a train, you're not just reading, you're performing. I can't even believe this is a thing, but apparently it is. I tested it. I took Infinite Jest to a cafe to read. I mean, I read this book years ago, and it's a book that left an indelible mark on me. It is such a good book, and you go on a journey with it all through those 1,079 pages, which are jam-packed full of brilliant sentences and very few wasted words. And oh yeah, James Foster Wallace wrote it when he was 35 years old. Wow, I'm still blown away by that. The thing about the book is that it's not an easy book, but by no means is it at the very hard end of reading. It's kind of in the middle. It is challenging. But as I read it this time, sitting there in the cafe and waited for the odd raised eyebrow, the ironic smirks, the look at me energy, you know what happened? Absolutely nothing. Except one kind comment from a stranger who'd read it and wished me good luck on finishing it. Thank you. And maybe that's the point. Maybe reading isn't performative until we decide it is, until we assume everyone's watching, everyone's judging. But if reading becomes rare enough that it gets noticed, maybe that's a performance. Maybe that's just culture trying to make eye contact with itself again. Sure, people post pictures of their books next to candles and coffee and croissants, but that doesn't mean the reading isn't real. Reading in public can be vulnerable, as you're putting yourself on display, but it's also powerful. It reclaims space for thought. It signals depth in a world addicted to doom scrolling and skims. So if you're clutching a book in public, this is your permission slip. Carry it proudly. Read it slowly. Don't apologize for being absorbed in a book. Because maybe the quiet act of reading is the loudest kind of authenticity we've got left. Have you ever felt self-conscious reading in public, or has anyone come up to you and commented on your book? I'd love to know anything that's happened to you like that. Thank you.